to do is I want you to go ahead and fill this out, do the best you can, all right? Now, this is the part that might stretch some of you if you're like me, okay? I'm not like a naturally open person. When I was out on the East Coast in the DC area, I was with my publicist out there, and I went to a book signing. It wasn't mine, it was somebody else's book signing, but my publicist said, you know, you need to get used to this, and so come in, and you know, so she brought me in, and I just stood there. She comes up to me, she said, Mark, you have got to go ahead and network with people. I said, yeah, I don't do that, I don't talk. She says, you've got to. I said, yeah, I just don't. She's like, oh my, she rolls her eyes, and then she goes and connects with somebody, and then she gets talking to him, and then she introduces him to me. And then I'm fine. Once that initial introduction is there, I'm fine. She's like, afterwards she said, Mark, you're the strangest person. It's like, you're an interesting guy, you have a lot of great stories, and you're passionate about people, but you just won't take that first connection. And so I always have to have somebody do that for me. It's one of my handicaps. It's one of the benefits of speaking, because now I've met all of you fine people. And I'm guessing that a number of you might come up and introduce yourself to me, especially since you know I'm a little socially challenged. And so the next piece after you go through this, and again, if you just have one, and if there's somebody, how many in here are kind of a little bashful? Anybody in here bashful?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right. The bashful end of this, just be gentle with them. Just go ahead and, you know, if they don't have anything written here, just say, well, what are your interests? You know, what are your interests? And help people come out of the shell. It's through the transparency, it's through the openness that you gain power and influence. And where you connect with people that you never connect with. So the magic is getting this down, all these things we're passionate about, but the real spark happens when you start sharing it. So I want you to take just a couple minutes to write this down, okay? And then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and have, I don't know, I'm a wavy line today, so I'm thinking, you know, spontaneous. We don't need any structure on this. And so as long as you guys spontaneously connect with one another, you can do it one-on-one and just share, and here's my passion. You don't need to comment. You don't need to say anything about it. Just share your passions. These are the things I'm passionate about with one another. If you do it spontaneously, then we'll do it that way. If you don't do it spontaneously, then we'll have to put a little structure in place. And trust me, you don't want to see my personality type go structured. So get spontaneous, share it, and then after 10 minutes or so, we'll come back again and we'll take it to the next level. All right, do it.
Entrepreneurial education. Real estate investing.
Because men just goof it up, don't they? We goof everything. Girls get together, it's okay, right?
We can say anything we want to.
True though, isn't it? Okay.
He said he needs to stay about an hour. He's got to cover it right. Right. Got to call the floor.
So that was pretty interesting. So that's right.
Ed?
Motivated for
It's only when they're sharing the creative.
We're not done. And then I was gonna.
You guys get to hang out.
This is a great time to share. It's a great time all over again anyway.
I'm telling you.
But it's only speaks to who you are to some degree. Right. Not everybody likes golf.
So like when you plan out your year, what do you prioritize? And your
Do. So a person who feels like they're a compassionate person, that's one of their gifts. It's not unique only to them, but not everybody has like their degree of it. So list all your gifts, all your goals on one column, and then list all the things that you in your life really love doing. Activities, things, thoughts, whether it's reading or being in plays.
I went back to this thing, like Amy and Ed and people that I'm learning about. I'm like, I mean, these are people with connections. These are people that have passions about. Why would they come to a networking group that's pretty small, but it's growing because there's something of value?
that have different talents that could support me in the life vision, that we can do better decisions together and make a difference. Really about
Restore their wellness, restore their health. You know, it's all about, to me, it's about health. And when I'm looking at my passions, I'm thinking about my family, my wife, my son, I'd like to have more kids. And I just, you know, I feel like for me, my life, providing for my family, helping my family by helping other people. And kind of, we'll take care of ourselves as long as we're taking care of others. So.